How you doing, sir? How's been the program?
It's very interesting.
We were told that God really moved and God manifested Himself.
Praise
What do you
God.
have to say, sir?
Well, I have a few things to say. And, when God uh, inspired us in God's agenda to start a prayer revolution in August 1, 2022, it was in preparation to take us to the next level, which is National Prayer Revolution, which is what we did today. Now, when we started, one of the things we asked members was just to find out what level of prayer are people actually, or let me say, how much of prayer, how much time are Christians, pastors doing on behalf of Nigeria. And when we interview ministers, first of all, some say we pray 1 hour a day for Nigeria. Another group says we pray like 3 hours a week for Nigeria. The minister said he has stopped to pray for Nigeria because they have prayed for 30 years and there's no answer. Then we asked members of the congregation, and they said at least maybe 1 or 2 said 10 minutes a day for Nigeria. Others, none. So it helps us to have an understanding of the level of prayer going on behalf of the nation. Now, if we look at it broadly, what the other religions are doing in terms of prayer, especially in Israel, they are praying 5 times a day in millions of people. And how do we now expect that Nigeria will actually function as a Christian nation if Muslims are outpraying Christians? Yes, I know people will say that depending, the levels are different in terms of, power of God, depends on how you look at it. But that's one thing that came out of our initial discussion and evaluation of how Christians are praying. Now, the entire purpose of National Prayer Revolution is to therefore steer Christians to pray, because prayer